Hello, big pom lishan mukwai. Today we are going to start with the nation anthem as we talk about what's happening in our country. And I'm going to play the guitar for you. Call your friends, share this video, start sharing this video, let people see this video. Share. Stand and sing of Zambia, proud and free, land of wake and joy in unity, victors in the struggle for their rights. We've won freedom's fight over, strong and free. Africa is our motherland, fashioned with and blessed by God's good hand. Let us, so our people, join as one, brothers under the sun. Oh, wow, strong and free, one land and one nation is our cry. Dignity and peace needs Zambia's sky, like a noble eagle in its flight. Zambia, praise to thee, oh, strong and free. Praise be to God. Praise be, bless our great nation. Zambia, free men we stand under the flag of our, oh, Zambia, praise to thee, oh, strong and free. Praise be to God, praise be, bless our great nation. Zambia, free men we stand under the flag of our land. Zambia, praise to thee, oh, strong and free. That's how much I love my country, man. One Zambia, one nation. One nation, one people. We only have one Zambia. We only have one Zambia, and we have to protect this country that God has given us. My fellow citizens in this country, I've got some issues to address today. And I want to start by making sure that people understand what the movement is about, the youth Buddhist movement, what it is about. We are non-partisan, and I want to make this clear. we are non-partisan. And what we want people to know is that this movement of the youths is to make sure that every politician aspiring to power must dance to the tune of the youths. Enough is enough, where politicians use us as ladders. We campaign for them. We spend sleepless nights campaigning for them. They go for 5 years without getting back to us. Then when that time for voting comes, we are the ones who go and do the damage control. You, the youths, are the ones who have to go round campaigning for that MP. We are tired of escorting people to just become ministers and get money, and they even forget about us. We are saying, as used to say, enough is enough, and we shall not be used anymore. We are not going to be used, and this thing must come to an end. I want to start first of all by talking to, first of all, I spoke about Mr. Kingsley Chanda. Where is ACC, Anti-Corruption Commission? Where is the DEC, Drug Enforcement Commission? Last time I addressed ZRA, I made it clear to say, this man, Mr. Kingsley Chanda, has been abusing taxpayers' money at ZRA. Why are you not investigating this man? Tax, I mentioned to say Tax and Nishati are companies that are in charge of a consultation for tax refunds and tax exemptions. This Mr. Kingsley Chanda gives tax exemptions to foreigners. Or those who do not use Nishati and his company for these services, they dance to his tune. And this man is very rich using taxpayers' money at ZRA. And yet we have millions of Zambians suffering. Millions of Zambians that can't afford a bag of meal. And this money is used on girlfriends. ZRA, a lot of girls employed at ZRA are Kingsley Chanda's girlfriends, Amos Chanda's girlfriends. A lot of youths out there are struggling to find employment. Even at ZESCO, youths are failing to find employment. Qualified youths are failing to find employment at ZESCO. In these government parastatals, they are failing to find employment, yet their girlfriends are the ones getting these jobs. When shall this change? Then, this minister of religious affairs, Godfrida Sumaili, you are the evil person actually. You, Godfrida Sumaili, busy building flats and houses in Lusaka East. Busy building. You have even forgotten your role. Your ministers, the people like Kingsley Chanda, you have failed to manage them. Dora Syria, who sells young girls to ministers and all that, you have failed to manage them. Yet you, Godfrida Sumaili, you are quick to condemn Zodwa, you are quick to condemn Siawan, you are quick to condemn Bushiri, you are quick to condemn Hubert Angel. That is what we say hypocrisy. You are a biggest hypocrite. That ministry needs to be closed. That ministry needs to be closed. Because you, Godfrida Sumaili, you have failed this ministry and you must resign on moral grounds. A lot of young Zambians out there. When are we going to have young Zambian people when will a child from Zambezi district who has worked so hard in university, when are they going to come to Lusaka and get a job at ZRA? When are they going to come, a young youthful girl come from Mosho in northwestern province, come to Lusaka and get a job. When are they going to be employed? Where if you keep employing your girlfriends in these government parastatals, when will children, when will people on the copper belt come to Lusaka and be employed in these companies? When you are busy employing your girlfriends. We are tired of you employing your girlfriends at the expense of Zambians. At the expense of Zambians. You, Godfrida Sumaili, let me come back to you. Your Bowman Lusambo was calling youths disgruntled. Where were you? Your job is to bring sanity. Your job is to pray for these people. When are you going to pray for Bowman Lusambo? Godfrida Sumaili, I'm giving you a challenge. Pray for Bowman Lusambo. Go and pray for him. Take him, pray. Pray for him. You have failed to pray for Dora Sidia, then you want to be controlling us. You want to be controlling people for wearing miniskirts. Gay people wear miniskirts, you want to control that. You don't even know what your job is. You don't even know what your job description is there at Ministry of Religious Affairs. Can you just close that ministry? It's wasting our taxpayers' money. You are wasting our taxpayers' money. You got freedom, busy using those expensive cars, busy grabbing land, Yama churches. You are busy with your own agenda. You are failing to monitor these corrupt ministers, these corrupt permanent secretaries. And you Anti-Corruption Commission, toothless bulldogs. You are failing to back. Drug Enforcement Commission, you just find someone, you just hear that someone in Chibolia has got Tikadobo, you go quickly, you rush there. But you fail to arrest and catch these criminals in the government. The youths are tired of being used as ladders to get to power. We are tired of being used as tools of violence. Zambian youths are saying no to these kind of things that have been happening in this country. For how long are you going to be using the youths? Only when it comes to elections, that's when you remember the youths. You remember only the youths when it comes to elections. We are tired. Now, you people, this minister of youths, Emmanuel Mulenga, tomorrow at we should go and gather at whatever place it is, Kayangani Government Complex or whatever it is, that for us to go and meet with you. You, Emmanuel Mulenga, where have you been? When did you become Minister of Youth Development and all those things? You've been quiet. Tomorrow, because you've seen the pressure we've given you on social media, now you want to go for a youth. And then, why should you bring political advisor to the president, politics, that guy, Zumani? We don't want to meet Zumani. We want to meet the president. We voted for the president. Why should you send us Zumani? Yeah? Why should we go and meet Chris Zumani? And you, we are not interested in you. We want the president to hear first-hand information. Because you and Chris Zumani will save the message that you are supposed to give the president. Then you go and give him what we did not even tell you. Then you go and make fake reports. No, where the youths really love you, Mr. President, and they are voting for you. Who told you? You are busy accusing us to the president that we are happy with everything that's going on. We are not happy. You are misleading the president. You are misleading the president. This dialogue comes because all this time, you have not dialogued with us. Now you are dialoguing with us. You people, what do you take of us? What do you take of us? You think that us youths will just sit and watch you? No. Let me say something. In Bemba, we say, ukuteka mano, ukuteke mbwa mano. Mulewumva, ukuteke mbwa mano. Olwa amano yafuma muifwesa yaya muchulu. Amano yafuma muifwesa yaya muchulu. Ero ukuteke mbwa mano. Meaning, if you want to keep dogs, you need to apply wisdom. And wisdom can come from anywhere, even from a young person. What we are trying to tell you is that these youths can give you wisdom that can help you run this country, and this country can become developed. This country can become developed. When you become wise and use the youths with wisdom, this country can be developed. Nomba, ubwafya, your problem is when you go in those offices, your focus is the bellies. You become not formal, busy moving around with bellies and busy making noise. You go and beat those people. No. And actually, you, Reverend Sumaili, when this Bowman Lusambo was busy harassing you people, beating these people, embarrassing citizens, where were you? Busy abusing police officers. Busy abusing police officers. You get police officers, you go and beat citizens in Lusaka. Those manners of prefects should end. And we want to tell you to say this is not Kabushi constituency. This is Lusaka, where we think we are educated. You can't come with the Manoyagu Street. You start coming here to start treating us like we are students. This is not a secondary school. We left secondary school a long time. So we are not going to have a minister who's going to be treating us as if we are his children. I'm not your child. We are not your children, Bowman Lusambo. And you, Reverend Sumaili, sit down with that Bowman Lusambo and teach him manners. We give them those positions, we vote for them, they have those positions, they've got bellies, they are fat now, they are big, now they start abusing us. What kind of nonsense is that? And then us, we should keep quiet. We should be scared of Bamoni Tamukla. We are not going to be scared of anyone. Allah, we are not going to be scared. Why should we be scared of Bowman Lusambo? He should be treating us, he should be threatening our lives. Corruption is corruption. Kingsley Chanda is corrupt. Amos Chanda is corrupt. Kisipanje is corrupt. Mention them, plenty of them corrupt. Corrupt. Stealing our money. Corruption. Stinking. That money is supposed to be helping schools in the villages. That money is supposed to be helping nurses. That money is supposed to increase salaries of nurses. Those monies that are being abused can go to improve nurses' salaries. Those monies can go to improve the lives of teachers, police officers. You can improve the salaries of our men in uniform, the ZAF, army personnel. Yet it's going only to a few individuals, and we are expected to keep quiet. You expect us to keep quiet. Why should we keep quiet? No. You people, you are misleading our president. Stop misleading him. We should not be scared in a country to speak against the wrong things that are happening. No, we should not be scared. I mean, can you start sharing this video? Yeah? You don't like, you don't share, you need to share. This video needs to go viral because I want them to hear. Stop employing girlfriends in this government parastatals. Stop. Let people who are qualified. We have a lot of young girls, a lot of young men, youths Then iwe wine mano omulenga youth minister, you want to have a meeting with the youths tomorrow. How are we going to have a youth meeting tomorrow when our brothers from Kwakaputa, from Sinazongwe, from Chavuma, our brothers from Shangombo, they are not attending? We share. You think that youths are only in Lusaka? Youths are not only in Lusaka. The problem is you think by building in Lusaka, you build a few roads in Lusaka, some mozi, you put some street lights, you start boasting to say Zambia is developing. Zambia is not Lusaka. Zambia is bigger than Lusaka. Olo, that lawyer called Tutu Angurube, what kind of a lawyer are you to go and tell the police to say they should break people's legs? You must be an embarrassment to the law profession. You must understand. You must understand the law better. Understand the law better and protect the citizens. You as a lawyer, you are sworn to protect the people, the constitution of this country. That's what you swear upon, unless I'm lying. Because the Chief Justice is the one who commits people to the bar at whatever it is. If you are lawyers, I have said, ukuteke mbwa mano, no kuteka abantu mano. To keep dogs is wisdom, and to keep people is wisdom. You need to apply wisdom when you're dealing with human beings. People are tired. Hunger is in people's homes, and people are tired of this hunger. They have no jobs. Zambians are suffering in the villages, people, and yet taxpayers' money is going to girlfriends. Yet taxpayers' money is being abused. Busy buying houses for girlfriends in this Christmas hotel opposite there. This Chanda's got a girlfriend there. Bought property, these properties along all these roads. Busy doing that, and yet your Zambian people are suffering. You people, do you even sleep? You even sleep peacefully, knowing that you have stolen from the Zambian people. You even sleep peacefully. I can't sleep peacefully. I can't sleep peacefully. You even go and sleep peacefully. Your Zambian people are suffering. Then, when you see that the youths, tomorrow, if you are a youth, and you go tomorrow to that meeting, you are a fool. If you are going to attend that meeting, you are a fool. Even the PF youths know to say things are not okay. Even PF youths are not benefiting. They are not benefiting. Let me tell you again, ichibemba chilando kwebati. Umwana yekala lubyanya, yekala omwana. When next year people decide to change, that's when you realize that when people change, you realize that power is in the people. You want to learn, you never learn lessons, right? The devil closes your eyes when you're in power. You forget that the people who put you there can remove you from there. Your people are suffering. Your people are suffering. You have no hearts. That's the more reason why you threaten your own citizens. Citizens are asking for a peaceful protest. You don't want to give them a peaceful protest. But tomorrow, at least go to Shan and have a youth meeting. I'm not attending that nonsense. Where you get your cadres from intercity, all these bus stations to come and gather there. What are we going? They don't even know how to speak. They don't even understand issues. All they know is to come and make noise. That's being youthful. Is that kind of youthfulness that we are looking at? No. The youths we are creating, and this movement of the youths, and let me assure you that we have more than 80,000 youths across the country that are not happy as baddest movement. And we are not going to be scared. We are not going to be scared, because enough is enough. Hello, this movement or these things about what we are doing is not about Chellah. It's about everyone. That's the more reason why ainena alikana Bowman, Bowman, tell Chellah that we need to have lunch at Bowman's house. Since when did you? If you want to invite us for lunch, if you want to invite me for lunch, invite every Zambian. If you want to reconcile with Chellah, reconcile with the whole nation. You didn't insult Chellah alone. You insulted the whole youths, disgruntled youths. And who told you that we are excited to go and meet Zumani? Who is Zumani? Why should Zumani come and address us? Did we vote for Zumani? We did not vote for Zumani. That's not the one we voted for. We want the person we voted for. We want the president who we voted for to come and address us. We want our president to address us. We want our father to address us. He's our father. Why should he send that Zumani boy to come and address us? The same Zumani who was insulting him, the same Zumani who was calling him playboy, should be coming to address us. What is Zumani going to tell us? Invite the whole country, call the youths from all corners of the country. Call the youths from all corners of the country. Are youths from Kitwe coming? Are youths from Mpongwe coming? Are youths from Kafulafuta coming? Zambia is bigger than Lusaka. You can't just wake up tomorrow. No, tomorrow Minister of Youth and Sports is addressing the youths. Nonsense. What kind of nonsense is that? Do you think us we should just be clapping? Mukada ivotera mweka. You think us we should be clapping? We should be clapping. Ba minister. Zumani is coming. Zumani. As we should be clapping for Zumani. Who is Zumani? We didn't vote for Zumani. Let that boy Zumani, you and Zumani and your PF cadres meet yourselves there. Don't even waste taxpayers' money there. No, you can even hold it on WhatsApp. Mole itumira vyama phone. Yoba youth, yoba ne send them share wisha fitenge shama t-shirt. Badia. Mule itaba youth ba PF abagenda la mashare. Nobo mule ito mule tumina ma phone. Oh, send mukumanya hapa, send tukumanya hapa. Chapo not mule tumina ifwe. Ndiyo nseri mwatsunge nsala. After mwatsunge nzara musamu kupewa chiyo siye ntukumane bane. Mule tupero tumeishi, utuma bottles twameishi mukaba kameishi kamo. If that water will just make us how are we even going to drink water when there's no food? Nonsense. And you expect us to keep quiet. And that Bowman Lusambo busy saying, what do the youths, disgruntled youths, know about government, about God? You, since when did you know? Which school did you bring your results here? Bowman Lusambo, we challenge each other. Do you know how many points I got at school? Do you know I got distinction in mathematics? What did you get in mathematics? I was doing pure sciences. What subjects were you doing at school? Then you come and call us disgruntled because we've put you in a position of power and we should be scared of you. This is not a secondary school. This is not cadet. This is not cadet. This is not cadet where you go and start telling people, oh, stand and abusing the police officers. Leave the police officers. Leave our brothers and sisters. They are working under very difficult conditions. You are not paying them well, but you're abusing them. You don't even give them a proper conditions of service. You're busy abusing them. You do give them those jombos. You don't give them jombos. You don't give them jombos. Boots. They don't have boots. You go and buy them bicycles. You get them bicycles. Why don't you get those bicycles yourselves and start riding, and put those Land Cruisers which are high maintenance, pack them. Pack those Land Cruisers because they are very expensive to maintain. Pack those and get the bicycles. Where are they going to? They don't even have safety. Where are they going to ride those bicycles? You should be the first people to get those bicycles and ride them. And you should be threatening us. We ask you to say, these bicycles, can you tell us? You want us to just believe that those bicycles were $1,000. And us, we should stop clapping. In this country, you want to tell us a Corolla costs 2 million and we should be clapping for you. And us, these youths, should keep quiet. No, we should not keep quiet. We should not keep quiet. We, the youths of Zambia, and I'm calling upon the youths that know this movement is non-partisan, and this movement is not going to tolerate what is happening in our country as at the moment. Give us a permit to hold a peaceful protest. No one is coming with guns. You, Mr. Kanganja Mwami Wan, appeal to your conscience. Why is it so difficult just to allow people to protest peacefully? Finish protest peacefully. Finish mutina. What are you scared of? You hear people to say they want to protest, you start feeling uncomfortable. Why do you feel uncomfortable? What is so bad? Your friends in America, they've allowed their citizens to protest. You are not allowing people to protest. What is so difficult? What are you scared of? We want to let you know that this generation is different. This generation is different. This is not a generation of cowards. This generation is you're gonna sweat. This is not a generation of fear, of instilling fear in us. And we want to know, you to know, that youths are going to register in numbers. The youths are going to register in numbers. And these youths, when they register in numbers, underrate social media at your own risk. Underrate social media at your own risk. Because the social media is all over now. I was talking on Kasama radio today, and I made sure that the people of Kasama know that there is corruption in this country. Yet we have a Minister of Religious Affairs in the name of Godfrida Sumaili watching part of the corrupt people. You, Godfrida Sumaili, you must be very corrupt for you not to manage this ministry well. All of you youths, don't just be collecting handouts. You collect handouts, you collect money, and you start feeling like, no. This should not be about. Think of your future generation. I am not I want to make this clear. I'm not ready to dialogue. This time we come and have dialogue because I've spoken about it. Then we have dialogue. All this time you've not wanted dialogue. Today at least have dialogue. This country na be joke, I beg. Now we be joking now. I beg. You be joking, I beg. You are joking. You are joking. You as youths today at least have dialogue. All this time after you eat money, taxpayers' money, you eat our money, you shemper the money, you eat, berries full, cars full, fuel full tank, everything. Then you come and say, no, let's dialogue. Nonsense. And we are expected to keep quiet. We are not going to keep quiet. and watch. We are not going to keep quiet. We are not going to keep quiet. If you feel any I've told you to say, ukuteke mbwa mano. Ukuteke mbwa mano. To keep dogs is wisdom. To keep people requires wisdom. If you can't apply wisdom, then there is a problem. Then there is a problem. And whether you those your youths who have no brains to think, who are just busy, when we tell you the truth, you send those uneducated youths to come and threaten us, to come and insult us. We are also speaking for them. I'm speaking for a lot of people. I'm speaking for your youths. I'm representing your youths, and I'm representing all the youths who are watching this video and who are on my page. Whether PF, UPND, FDD, anyone, we are representing you. So, we are not going to be scared. Even our daughter Siriti, watu gonga ati you are sick, COVID-19 positive. Parliament, cabinet office, or cabinet is opening, parliament, all of a sudden you're okay. Your daughter Siriti, you are busy insulting Babasata. That's why the Michael Sata died with PF. Chapwa. He died with the PF vision. The moment those MMD chaps who we campaigned against came into MMD, that's when the Michael Sata vision died. Let's not even be talking about no Michael Sata vision. We are carrying on Michael Sata's vision. Stop using Michael Sata's name in vain. We are not praying, and we are not doing anything of whatever it is you think. No. But youth, wake up countrywide. Share this video. I want every youth to know and to listen. To listen. Every youth, youthy, everything. Wake up. Let us show these people to say we are no longer ladders where they just climb on and get to power, and we should be watching them and they should be insulting us. Youth power. Viva youth. Viva youth. Vala jombo mama, vala jombo mama, youthi we, vala jombo mama, vala jombo mama. Batita kuseni zeni, vala jombo mama, watu kuseni zeni, vala jombo mama, vala jombo mama, vala jombo, youthi we, vala jombo mama, vala jombo mama, watu kuseni zeni, vala jombo youthi we, kabia mumpanga. Va youthi, wake up, go where you are in Chingola, baddest youths in Chingola. Go and tell the people, educate the people about the corruption that's going on in the country. Youths in Mongo, youths countrywide, baddest youths. Go. If you are mobilizing in those places to go and educate people, call me, send me a message that you're in Mongo and this is what you're doing. I'm going to support you. This is our time. And what we want to do is to make sure that this movement, they are not going to take youths for granted. Even you who is aspiring for presidency next year, you must know that the baddest youths, once you mess up, will take you out. Once you mess up, next year you mess up, we take you out, we campaign against you. That is what the youth movement is about. A time has come for youth to rise. A time when we say enough is enough has come. Next year, any president that comes into power, mess up, ministers start treating us as trash, out. We start speaking until you are out. Viva to the youths. Viva to the Zambian people. It is enough. Is enough. Enough is enough. Shibukeni my youth. Shibuka, 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 shibuka. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. We are no longer ladders. We are no longer ladders where they just get on us to get into expensive cars. They use us, we go and line up, and then they get in expensive cars and forget us, sitting in air-conditioned rooms, offices, and busy telling us, hey, this is not Lusaka. We are not going to tolerate nonsense in Lusaka. You Boma Lusambo, we put you there, you start telling us you are not going to tolerate nonsense in Lusaka. You came from the Gopa Belt, you come with those... My brother, you've forgotten who put you there. You've forgotten who put you there. We are not scared. We are not scared. That we no scared, no fear. No fear. Youth power. Create WhatsApp groups. Create WhatsApp groups by youth. Create WhatsApp groups. Let's show them that to say, we are the power. When they say people to the power, we are the people and the power lies in us. When we say power to the people, it's us. We are the power and we are going to show them to say, you no longer just choose us as ladders. Next year, whether whoever is coming into power, if you want the youth to vote for you, you are going to sign somewhere a document and make a promise. And what we want is to those presidential candidates to sign a document to say, if you fail to look after the youths out of power, that's what you are going to do. Any presidential candidate next year that wants, any political party that wants us, adopt youths next year, adopt youths to stand as parliamentarians. We've got a lot of educated youths from university who can stand as MPs. Next year, if you don't adopt number of youths and you practice corruption in your political party, we decampaign you. Simple as that. We decampaign you. We are in numbers. We the youths, the baddest movement youths, we are now reaching almost 200,000. And when we reach 200, we command the vote. 200,000 youths in this country. What's the percentage of the total number of voters? And you youths, please share this video. Share. Make sure you share. Let people be listening. Let youths be hearing this, so that these people should know to say we've got 500,000 youths. We need to have 500,000 youths baddest movement. 500,000 youths. Already we are on almost 100,000. So we are going to make sure that by next year, we have 800,000 youths or even 1 million youths registered. Those million youths, once we just say this candidate is not going to look after us, we are not voting for them. No, we are going to find a candidate that's going to look after us. Next year, that's what we are going to do. Next year, you need to make sure that you look after the youths. You fail to look after the youths, you're not giving us hope as a party, as a presidential candidate, you're not giving us hope, we are not voting for you. We are not voting for you. We want you to give us proper manifestos. No, youths, this is what you are going to do. Youths, this is what we are going to do for you. Not just talking. Sign a document. So that when you fail to fulfill your promises, we chuck you out. We go on the streets. Next year there will be nothing like, no, youth, let's dialogue, let's have conversations. There's no dialogue. No, let's come and meet somewhere and talk. No. Enough is enough. My disgruntled youths, go and register as voters. Go and register as voters. Share this podcast. Share it. Youths have the power to change this nation. So, you meet youth, tomorrow you'll be alone with your fellow cadres. Because those are the ones who eat. When did you empower us? You've never empowered us. So tomorrow, now come, we have dialogue. You've not even invited us, the youths. So those youths that will be whatever meeting, they don't represent the views of this country. Who is with me? Who agrees with me that those youths that will go and meet there at whatever government complex, they don't represent the views of the youths? We distance ourselves. I want you people who are watching this video to go on your wall, on your timeline, and write, the youths attending the meeting tomorrow do not represent the youths of Zambia. They are not representing anyone. They are representing themselves in their own capacity, not the whole country. We distance ourselves. Team Baddest, Youth Power, make that symbol. Make our symbol. Let them know that we have distanced ourselves. Show them your symbol. Show them. Let them know to say we have distanced ourselves. Call your children who don't even vote, who don't even campaign for you. Those are the children who you think are youths. Those are the people you take to expensive schools. Your children don't even go to the government schools that we go to. That's why you don't even care, because you take them abroad. And us and our children are suffering in those schools where you don't buy desks. You corrupt people. That money that those kings returners have been eating, that money can work on schools. So, you Zambian youths, go on your Facebook page, social media. Go now and write, tomorrow I distance myself from that meeting, that youth meeting. It's not representing the voice of Zambia. No, those attending there, they are representing the views of PF youths. That's our symbol, Baddest Youths. Baddest Youths. That's our symbol, Baddest Youths. Our movement is strong. They are feeling the pressure. They have felt the pressure. They felt the pressure. Tomorrow, you are busy calling us disgruntled youths. Now you have felt the pressure and you want to go for a youth meeting. You, Godfrida Sumaili, tomorrow I'm posting your houses. You are busy building those properties instead of monitoring these people. Your corrupt ministers. You are failing to pray for them. Bring back those Bushiri, bring them back, Hubert Angel, Zodwa, that guy, what is his name, Somizi, bring them, Siawan, bring them, those people, bring them. You call yourself, you Sumaili, you call yourself a pastor, a preacher. Why did you fail to bring, why didn't you allow, or Bushiri, why didn't you pray for Bushiri? If he's got demons, why didn't you pray for Bushiri? If you thought he had demons, why didn't you pray for Hubert Angel? You needed to pray for them. You were busy deporting people. Why didn't you pray for Zodwa? You could have prayed for Zodwa. You could have had an opportunity, you could have used the opportunity that Zodwa was coming in the country to pray for her. But busy. You woman, are you even a Christian? You are not a Christian. Godfrida Sumaili, you are not a Christian. You are not a Christian. If I were any of these opposition leaders, I would have told you that coming to power next year, you are out. You are going to account for the money that is being. You are going to bring back that money at that ministry. You are lucky. You are lucky these opposition leaders are not putting pressure on you. Because me, if I was an opposition leader, I would have made sure you sweat that next year, coming to power next year, Godfrida Sumaili are going to pay back the money that has been misappropriated at Ministry of Religious Affairs. And you, pastors, Joshua Banda, mama pastors, busy Christians for Christians, shine, you go. Stop misleading people, you pastors. Stop misleading the population, the masses. Stop misleading them in the name of Christianity. You see, God has chosen this one. God has chosen. In the equation of success, or in the equation of politics, where is God in the equation of politics? We understand God is there to protect us. God is there, but in the equation of politics and the success of a country, forget about Christianity. Stop misusing Christianity. Stop applying Christianity wrongly. Actually, never have a day of national prayer and fasting. We just waste a day of waking. We just waste a day of waking. We could wake on that day, busy praying. What are we going to pray for? Let's go and pray against corruption. Praying against corruption. Fire the corrupt people. We know the people that are corrupt, and corruption commission, you know, but you're toothless, sleeping. DEC, Drug Enforcement Commission, sleeping. Financial Intelligence Center, they give you reports, you are not acting on them. We, the whistleblowers, tell you about corruption at ZRA. We tell you about corruption in ZESCO. We tell you about corruption in these government parastatals. You are sleeping, DEC. You are sleeping, you and Corruption Commission. What are you doing, you Director General and Corruption Commission? Are you politically inclined? Do these people threaten you? Are you working for the politicians? Are you working for the politicians? Can you wake up? You are very lucky. People are suffering. The Zambians have no food. People have no jobs. And we should be quiet. No, keep quiet. Stop talking. What do you know about governance? Today I'm telling us what do you know about governance. Do you know how many points we got? I beg. Grade 12 failures will come and tell us to say, no, what do you know about governance? I studied political science. I studied philosophy. You are not going to be scared. All the youths that are planning to stand next year, whichever constitution you are planning to stand, tell me. We are going to brand you. We are going to market you. We are going to market you and brand you. All the youths. We want to have young people in parliament next year. All the Timbadest youths. As long as you are Timbadest youths part of this movement, next year, we are making sure that we are campaigning for the youths, regardless of which political party you are standing. Whether you are standing on the PF, you are standing on UPND, you are standing on DP, you are standing on whatever political party, us, what we are interested is the youths in those political parties. Those are the ones we are going to market. Those are the ones we are going to brand. Those are the ones we are going to campaign for next year. And believe you me, we have numbers. We have numbers and you are going to win. You are going to win. Even our police officers are tired. So don't worry. Next year, our police officers will be on our side. We'll be moving freely. Don't worry, our police officers also are tired. Our brothers are not given proper salaries. They are also tired. Even their shoes, their jumbos are not okay. They also need minimum. They also need to feed their families. Civil servants don't have proper salaries. Civil servants are suffering. Teachers who have upgraded their qualifications. Teachers have upgraded their qualifications. Those who have been in the system. And the PEMIC vacancies. What is happening with the PEMIC vacancies? Can you upgrade their salaries also? They use their money, teachers use their money to upgrade their qualifications, but you are not upgrading their salaries. Upgrade their salaries. Minister of Education, Teaching Service Commission, can you upgrade those people's salaries? Can you upgrade the salaries of these teachers? There is so much money leaving this country, millions of dollars leaving this country through corruption, yet our teachers are not being paid proper money. Our nurses are not getting proper salaries. How can a nurse who is getting a small salary, 3,500 kwacha, 2,500 kwacha, how can that nurse upgrade their qualifications? When are they going to upgrade their qualifications? Our civil servants are suffering. You politicians, you who are standing as presidents next year, why are you not speaking for these people? Council workers have gone for months and months without being paid. Council workers are suffering. How do these council workers, these council workers, they have kalobas, these council workers. Months and months, these council workers have gone without pay. Yet, you have these corrupt ministers, corrupt permanent secretaries, leaving this country with millions and millions of dollars. Our teachers, police officers are not given proper qualifications, and yet we have the police force has got some of the most intelligent and very qualified people from the University of Zambia, but you are not motivating them. Police officers are supposed to be motivated. Police officers are supposed to be given good of service. These police officers, they do a very big job to protect this country. Next year, we need fresh blood in politics. There are no medicines in hospitals, yet millions of dollars are leaving this country. Zambians are dying. People are dying in these hospitals, in these clinics. Nurses are not motivated. How do you expect nurses to be motivated and work when you're not paying them well? We are challenging you to say enough is enough. We are tired and you need to wake up. You need to wake up. I want to tell you all to say, I love you and I care for you. Share this video, share, and let the world see that in our country, we need development. tiende pamozi ndi mtima umo, tiende pamozi ndi mtima umo, tata tiende pamozi, pamozi, tiende pamozi ndi mtima umo, 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 tiende pamozi ndi mtima, batata tiende pamozi, pamozi, tiende pamozi ndi mtima umo. Vala jombo mama, vala jombo mama, vala jombo mama, vala jombo mama. Those bicycles explain to us. We need explanations. We need explanations for a lot of things, because we only have one Zambia. And when we say we only have one Zambia, this is our only country that we have. This is the only country that we have. We cannot run anywhere else. Clean our country. We don't want corruption. We don't want corruption. Clean our country. We don't want this country, those roads, Lumumba Road. We need concrete roads. This country should be ashamed that we are not controlling the concrete industry and the steel. Anyway, our brothers are good. But the only companies that we have who've got banks who bank in Zambia is Trade Kings. The mines bank outside the country. Money is leaving this country. Dollars, millions of dollars are leaving this country. That's the more reason why that dollar is not, the kwacha is not performing well against the dollar. It's because millions of dollars leave this country. Wake up, you leaders. Wake up, you selfish individuals. Because you practice corruption in dollars. That's why you don't even care whether the kwacha, the dollar is not, because your corruption is in dollars. Your corruption is in dollars, so you are not suffering. The people are suffering, it's us. That's why you don't even care. This country deserves better leadership. And enough is enough. Bye-bye. Any questions, actually, before I say bye? Questions? Let me take your questions. I'm taking your questions. The bulletin, I said that the bulletin, not everything in the bulletin is bad, but it's a document that's got bad and good. Now, there is no way I'm just going to vote for the good things in the bulletin. No, it's a whole document. So what they've done is that they've included some things that where powers of certain institutions like the Human Rights Commission, powers are reduced. ECZ powers are reduced. You know? So, these people, they don't mean well. For me, what I pray, and my vision and my prayer for this country, is that we can fight. The moment we fight the corruption, hunger comes to an end in this country. The moment we look at equality and equity, equal rights, equal distribution of jobs, let people get jobs on merit. Make sure that you make sure that the Constitution is protecting the Zambian people. Let the Constitution empower the citizens and not one person. Our Constitution empowers one person. That's where the problem is. Can you stand for President Chellah? I'm not that person who just because people are, oh, you got 200 pizza, whatever people on social media, then you start claiming to say, oh, I can start. Ubufumu bufuma ku bantu. Abantu ngebakweba ngebakutongerera ati yo twamunamu ifu muri iwe ero wasinde obutungulushi abantu nga tamwe obutungulushi muri iwe forget ubutungulushi buperwa n'abantu. Leadership comes from people. When people choose you and say we want you to be our leader, that's when you don't just wake up and say no, I'm going to be a leader, I'm going to be a president. No. When people say this person should represent us, is that this a person that should represent them? I don't belong to any political party. I'm non-partisan. I'm not apologizing to anyone. I would love to thank every one of you. Yes, we need to make structures of the baddest movement in all the provinces. Go ahead. Go ahead. We need to have baddest movement youths. The youths of this country need to be strong. We want to have all the baddest youths around the country. I want you to make sure that you have baddest youths, Mongo, baddest youths. Create these WhatsApp groups and add me there. Also, create baddest group Lusaka. There is already baddest group Lusaka. We have baddest group Mongo. We have Kabwe. We have Chinsali. We have Mafinga. Create these WhatsApp groups and add me. Chama, whatever district you are, create the baddest group there and add me. Let's make sure that our movement is big and strong, because together we can change our country. Together we can make sure that leaders are held accountable. Whether you're in the diaspora, open the baddest movement UK, baddest movement America, baddest movement France, baddest movement whatever, open baddest movement. We already have Telegram also. We have Telegram. And also, we forgot to talk about farmers. Our farmers, they grow their maize. They grow their maize. Then you want to steal from them. And you Margaret Mwanakatwe, I'll come for you. These minimum prices are supposed to be low. I'll come for you. You Langiwe Lungu at ERB. You Langiwe Lungu at ERB. You are messing up the oil. Fuel pump prices are supposed to be low. Fuel is supposed to be cheap in this country. Busy lying. No. Odd stock. You Langiwe Lungu. You are very lucky. If I were coming in next year and I was an opposition, you are going to be fired. Fired immediately. Fired immediately. All the youths in this, whichever district you are, open the baddest movement and add me there. We'll talk the rest on that group. Go and create the groups. I love you and have a good night.